What's up? Hey, how are we doing? This might be the most important video I've ever done, so please watch, please listen. The reason that the sport is in the shape that it's in, I'm going to walk you through a lot of the reasons why. This is presented by Nano Extreme. Nano Extreme is a pain cream that works better than anything I've ever used. So go to Nano Extreme, order it, use code Cooksy for a buy one, get one free, and he's giving all the proceeds to the cause. Thank you to all the members who've signed up. I really appreciate the support, and every one of you is entered to win the custom painted CRS helmet from Coach Rob. If you want to get on his amateur development team, get the resumes in. Today's the last day, the 27th. If you didn't get it in by then, you're going to have to wait till next year, but check out Coach Rob at CompleteRacingSolutions.com.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
So last week, I got a cease and desist from MX Sports. And one of the things on there was saying that they were operating like a franchise. Those were Davey Coombs' words, not mine. He said that on the Pulp MX show, that they were like a franchise. That's to quote him, not me. When in reality, they're licensing. They're a licensee. But if you operate like a franchise, there's a lot more restrictions. They are operating like a franchise under a licensee. I don't know all the details on that. Mike Grondal knows all the specifics about that. He used to own Planet Fitness. He knows all about franchise and license law. I'm going to do an interview with him on the MMGA page, Make Motocross Great Again page, and he's going to explain the differences. He's a lot more versed in it than I am, but it is 100% operating as a franchise. Legally, they are listed as a licenser. Now, I'm going to go through the AMA and where their money comes from, what they're doing with it, how the racing organizations went where they went when they did. And let's start with the sale. So the AMA is a non-profit organization. So they sold off their racing portions. And according to them, what they wanted to do is get back to their grassroots and lobby and do those types of things to help motorcyclists and kind of pass off the racing legs of their business to somebody else. Because according to Rob Dingman, to be a sanctioning body and a promoting body is a conflict of interest. Which is ironic because MX Sports, in that same article that he said that, they say we are a sanctioning body and a promotion. MX Sports took one problem that the AMA had and made it their own problem. They became their own sanctioning body and their own organization, according to Rob Dingman. But let's get back to the AMA, a non-profit organization selling and just converting something into a for-profit. You can't do it. That's illegal right there. So this whole sale of the sport to, Supercross, Motocross, and everything to the DMG, when Feld got Supercross, that was all illegal, according to Elon Musk. Elon Musk says you can't just convert a nonprofit to a profit. It's illegal. But when they did this, that's when MX Sports, or a leg of them, because when you initially emailed AMA Pro Racing, you emailed, I believe it was Jeff Canfield and some of the other guys at MX Sports emails. They were listed as AMA Pro Racing, not AMA Pro Racing. So they were separate from the AMA in Ohio. They have an office based in Florida, but it was MX Sports employees running it, essentially creating a fake third-party sanctioning body in AMA Pro Racing, when in reality it was just MX Sports. Now, they have since muddied the waters. I brought this to their attention a few years ago. They have done a lot better job in disguising it, and I'm going to have to look into exactly how they've done that, but they are still in cahoots. So the difference with outdoor motocross was their own sanctioning body, whereas Feld and Supercross, they still paid the AMA in Ohio to sanction their race. So they truly had, Supercross had a promotional and a sanctioning body that were completely separate organizations. Since the merger of Feld and MX Sports into SMX, this has become muddied. Now it's kind of all over the place. So I can't really say how much is an additional sanctioning body and how much of the AMA Pro Racing, which is MX Sports, has merged into that. I don't know exactly, and I wish I had more details, but I'm going to keep digging and find out exactly. But I can say 100% they are in cahoots. No matter how you spin that whole situation, there are a lot of conflicting interests involved in sanctioning bodies and the promotion bodies in this sport. Now let's get into the money you pay to the AMA. But before we do that, check out Epic Garage Designs. Travis Ogburn created a company doing garage floors, cabinets, slat wall, and some of the coolest stuff to keep your garage organized. Check out epicgaragedesigns.com. Check out RideStrapped, some of the coolest goggles you'll ever see. They're awesome. They are from a similar factory as all the other goggles out there. In fact, you'll find a lot of the lenses from some of the other well-known brands cross over to these goggles. And Chris has created free Cooksy shirts. The way to get one of those is if you click the link in the GoFundMe in the description, you make a donation over $20, then respond with your address and size, and you will get your shirt. If you ship anything, use Precision Transport. This is a company that offers really good tracking numbers, and in an industry that really has given up on customer service, Precision Transport hasn't. Hit up pretransport.com. Okay, so let's take a look at the tax return for the AMA from 2021. They collected $13 million. It looks like $7.8 million of that was membership dues. $2.3 million of that was racing revenue, which seems strange because I thought they sold off the racing portion. Then they have Paradama Management Company, appears to be a for-profit subsidiary or a related company, possibly AMA Pro Racing. They are still paying a management fee to the AMA as recent as 2022. Like I said, this is absolutely illegal for a nonprofit to all of a sudden convert into a profit. See what Elon Musk said. He's a lot smarter than me, and those are his words, not mine. So illegal. So with $13 million coming in, it makes you wonder, okay, so why doesn't the AMA have enough money to just pay for the designations team to go cover that race? I don't know how much that costs, but with $13 million, you'd think they'd have enough, right? So they spent $500,000 in grants. I don't know where that went. Their key members, Rob Dingman, here's his wage. He's making $300,000 a year. And then the other guy's making $160,000 a year. And then somehow they have other salaries and wages listed at $2.6 million. Who are these people, and why is that money not being used to have a permanent flagging crew? $2.6 million? That should cover it. And what also seems a little bit weird about this is you've got, upwards of $3 million in salaries and $70,000 towards pensions. That doesn't seem right to me. That seems like if you're paying $3 million in salaries, you should have a higher pension bill, but I don't know. Somebody out there that's smarter than me, let me know how that's working. Now they're spending $1.2 million on advertising. That's interesting because the only advertisement that I see is at the races through the organizations who they've partnered with. Could that be considered embezzlement? I don't know. You guys tell me. Is it embezzlement if they give, $1.4 million to the racing organizations to promote their licensing? I don't know, because they seem to be in the same. I don't understand how that works. Maybe you guys could help break that down for me. They spent $1 million in travel. Wonder where they were going or what they were doing. And why wasn't that travel part of a flagging crew or a safety crew or any of these things that could be better for the organization? And let's go back to lobbying. Remember how they said that, they were selling the racing in order to get back to lobbying and protecting the rights of motorcyclists? They spent $0 on lobbying, not $1 according to their tax return, lobbying or protecting the rights of motorcyclists. They spent $1.6 million on printing and their publication, the silly AMA magazine that they send out every month. And then they had $1.4 million in event expenses. What events has the AMA put on? Are they talking about the Hall of Fame or the historical museum that their buddies in Ohio seem to be using AMA money to fund a museum, a historical museum? They don't seem to care about the rights of current motorcyclists. This seems like some old people just protecting their own interests. And hey, the money's coming in. Why not? Let's just claim that it's for, historical, and let's build this cool museum that we want to have anyway. Because who doesn't want to have an old school badass museum with old bikes? Yeah, we all do. And as far as the Hall of Fame is concerned, it's a joke. Are you kidding me? You've got Rita Coombs, wife of a great promoter and old Big Dave Coombs Sr. How is she considered a Hall of Fame? Because she married a really great promoter? That just seems, makes you wonder, what they've done and how they're in cahoots and why Rita would even be considered into this Hall of Fame. Are they trying to sell us wolf tickets here? Anyway, if you get a chance, pause the video, take a look at those expenses, and you tell me if they seem to make sense. I don't think they do. I think it's ridiculous, and I'm really concerned with where the money is going, and I feel like there's a lot of gray area in there. So President and CEO Rob Dingman, remember him? The dingbat that said, we don't want to be a promoter and a sanctioning body, but we're going to sell it to MX Sports, who's going to be a promoter and a sanctioning body. Yeah, that Dingman makes $304,000 a year. So let's get down to the basics here. The AMA claims to fight for the rights of motorcyclists, right? And they've given up racing to promote lobbying, which they've spent $0 on in 2021, yet they're protecting a promoter versus a rider. Brian Moreau was injured at the Tampa Supercross. He broke his neck and he was dragged off the track, and it did permanent damage and caused permanent damage to Brian Moreau. He has not raced. He has a hard time walking. I don't know what his exact condition is right now, but his career was ended essentially because of negligence. Now, the way the AMA is sold and presented is that they protect the rights of motorcyclists. Brian Moreau had an AMA Pro license. He was licensed with this organization who is supposed to protect him, yet they are fighting against him with the promoters. Now, is this the American Promoters Association or is this the American Motorcyclists Association? Because it's really unclear to me. And that doesn't seem right. And I don't think a lot of you guys would have your memberships if you knew you were joining the American Promoters Association. To me, that seems like fraud. That and adding someone like Rita Coombs to the Hall of Fame? Really? Are you kidding me? Rita Coombs, what has she ever done for this sport? I don't know. But she definitely belongs there with Ryan Dungey, Ryan Villapoto, Matt Mladen, and all these other superstars who have they've done something in this sport yet, but somehow this wife of Dave Coombs deserves to be in there? Seems like a bit of nepotism to me. What I recommend to you guys as AMA members, you guys need to voice your opinions. Get a hold of the AMA, find out what they're doing with your membership fees and why they're doing it. Are they protecting your rights? Or ask them why they're protecting the promoter who is in a legal battle with a motorcyclist. Why is that? Why are they not lobbying? Why are they not keeping grounds open? Why are they not helping tracks who are in trouble? They have not done any of the things that they claim that they do. In my mind, that is fraudulent. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think, but this is one of the most disgusting things that I've seen, and this is one of the reasons why I've been attacked by MX Sports and these promoters, because they know I have this information. This is putting some of it out as best as I can. Like I said, I'm going to get with Mike Grondal and I'm going to have him explain the legalities of franchise versus licensee. And there's a big difference. It's to protect. There's antitrust laws. There's all sorts of stuff that you have to do as a franchisee. This is legal, so you cannot have a monopoly and you can't do some of the practices that MX Sports has done. But they've got away with it by having Racer X, the media outlet, cover it up. Everybody in this industry is so scared because of they will do to you what they are doing to me, where they are persecuting me. They're banning me from events. They have gone after my job. They have hit me in every single area they possibly could. And they will do that to anyone else. That's what they do. But the more people that speak out, the less power they have. That's what I'm asking you guys. Speak out. If you pay your membership fees, you have a voice. Stop paying those fees, or at least reach out to the AMA and find out why. Maybe it's time for somebody to get a class action against AMA, because I believe they're misusing the funds. But then again, I'm just one guy. You guys tell me. Take a look at those numbers and you tell me what you think. Thanks, guys, and remember, subscribe to the MMGA YouTube page. If they do get me taken down from this platform, which they're actively trying, I will just post videos over there. I have a backup platform ready to go, and we're going to put some cool stuff over there. We had a meeting today about it. Wait till you see the stuff that's going to come up on that page. You're going to want to subscribe. That one will be far bigger than this channel. We're going to have a lot of cool stuff over there. So check that out, guys, and I will catch you later.